All right, I created some copies of my first piece just to show how this works, but you'll have 4 or 5 unique designs. You shouldn't have four of the same. But when you're getting ready to send this to the laser cutter, the first thing you want to do is make sure you can maximize your space. So you'll probably want to rotate shapes and move them around to kind of squeeze everything in, so there's not as much empty space in between the parts. So we can move these around until we think we're using up most of our material and we're not going to have any as much waste. So you'll get these all set up where you think makes the most sense to cut out. And then we need to make sure that all of our text has been turned into a path. So everything that you typed up that's text, you'll just want to select either all at the same time by holding down Control and, or I'm sorry, holding down Shift and choosing all the text, and then going up to Path. And you're going to turn that text object into a path. Sometimes if you don't do this, the font style that you've selected won't actually come through on the laser. It will turn it into a more simple text or a more simple font, but you want to keep your font style that you chose in your design. So by changing all these to a path, it should work out just fine. Then we're going to select everything in our drawing that needs to be cut. In this case, everything that's cut is going to be red. So I've already set that up, and everything that's blue will be engraved. So the last step is to select everything in our drawing and go up to Object and Fill and Stroke to open up the Fill and Stroke menu, and choose the Stroke Style tab, change it to inches, and then you're going to change the width to 0.001 inches and hit Enter. Now that makes it look like our design has disappeared, but if we zoom in, we can still see our lines. They just become much thinner, and that's about the thickness of the laser beam that will cut into the material is about 0.001 inches. So that's what we need to set this up as. Once you've done this, you go ahead and save your file one more time. You might want to save throughout the day or throughout the design process in case your computer decides to take a break and crash. Once you've done this, you've saved it. You're just going to go to your Gmail account and send this file to tidelaser@gmail.com. Just in case you don't know how to spell laser, the email address that you're sending this to is tidelaser@gmail.com. You'll just send it as an attachment, and then we'll be able to open it up on the laser cutter computer and send it to the laser cutter to do its job.